man, say man. I say, hey man, say man. Welcome to another episode of Live Lit and Legit. It's your boy 2 Cup Shawty, Q Smith. You did, and your boy B. You did, but you can't forget about who? Quiz.
What's up, good people?
You did, man. Big Quiz on the scene. Producer.
Most definitely.
She be working behind. You know what I'm saying? So we grateful, man. Another episode of Live, Lit, and Legit. Guess what? We're going to bring them right here with that entertainment. And guess what I got tonight? It's been the talks on Twitter. And guess what it say? Hey, man. Hey, man. I want to see what y'all, you feel me? Because you know I'm been my entertainment bag, man. Shout out to all my big dogs. They got the Mount Rushmore of the Atlanta rappers. And right. Guess who we got on there? Jeezy. My boy Few Dog. Shout out my boy Jeezy. I say my boy Quinon. You did Rick Homie. And that boy dog. You know what I'm saying? And that boy dog. Don't mean to put Dub before because we got Dub Baby back on route. Hey, listen, on Mount Rushmore, we got Lil Baby. Bruh. I ain't gonna lie.
Trash.
Wait a hold up, slime.
Like, there's a lot of people that they could have picked for that.
Nah,
big trash.
But I feel like this is. I feel like when they came up with this, I feel like it was a time capsule.
Not if you got Jeezy.
Listen here, it was listen to me.
You got Jeezy.
Yes, it does.
No,
yes, it does.
Mm-mm.
When you got
listen.
No, when you got Queez finna go into her big bag, she finna go into her generation before generation bag. So when I say they go into the route, I'll say route. Y'all know you did the Mount Rushmore of. I feel like they went into the mark. So listen here, this is what and y'all tell me what y'all think. All right, so check this out right here. You know, you did too, cuz. Check me out, entertainment. Mount Rushmore. We have the current, the modern day, the 2021, last 5 years, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Lil Baby. You did. Before Lil Baby, my boy, Quan. Feel me? Red Homie. I'm talking about Quan. Now, Quan held it down from the time frames of when he first popped. Now, we go from, take it back to like 2010. I'm talking about like before he amongst. So, he strived from 2010 until, now listen now, still popping. He had litigations. We can talk about it. I know how y'all feeling about it.
I feel like this is the Mount Rushmore for Q.
Because if
you go through all episodes,
all
you hear is every one of them Q like my boyfriend.
Because how can you have a Mount Rushmore in Atlanta?
Bro.
In Atlanta and not mention the king?
Of course.
Not had a king on the Mount Rushmore. How can you have a Mount Rushmore in Atlanta?
Of course.
And not have a cast on that thing, man?
Of course.
Not to mention he wasn't even a rapper, but how you gonna have a Mount Rushmore of Atlanta and not mention Jermaine Dupri?
No.
I'm done.
Listen, no.
I don't even want to talk about that no more.
Dungeon Family alone. I say alone.
Yeah,
I don't even want to. That's trash,
that's why I say it, bro.
Future don't deserve to be up
man,
there.
Please.
Rich Homie Quan don't deserve to be up there. And Lil Baby ain't did enough to be up there, man. Get him out of here, dog. Get him out of here, man.
Hey, you coming on everybody but that first one.
Yeah.
Hey. Shouts out to my boy Jeez. I'm going to keep Jeez up there. I ain't getting rid of Jeez.
It went from that to man, these are, man, what you mean, Slime? What?
Bro, how can you not have, hold on. You going to mention the Mount Rushmore of Atlanta. You ain't got T.I.?
No.
You ain't got Cass?
No.
You ain't got, like I said, wasn't even a rapper, but you can't mention hip hop in Atlanta, and I don't care what you say, and not put some respect on Jermaine Dupri's name. Not to mention,
oh, don't straight up.
Like
so deaf.
You said, the Dungeon family as a whole, Gucci Mane.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that.
What
Y'all
about
tripping, bro.
So look, I feel like it should be a tree.
Flocka Flocka?
I just feel like
He don't deserve to be up there.
no,
either.
walk should be up there.
Well, he
But
know he should. He really should not
Before
be up there.
before them, he does.
Before-
Walk did a thing, slime, bro.
Before Rich
Walk
Homie
flock. Oh, walk
Quan, Rich
flock.
Homie Quan, definitely. Rich Homie Quan literally had one song. So
What?
yeah,
You trick,
What was
Take
the
him
song?
out of
What
there.
was the song?
what was the Rich Homie Quan song?
Baby, if it's on top of way, hey.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so whomever did a fantastic job with the Photoshop, but whomever did
That's
that,
garbage too.
they're trash.
Real talk, I feel like it
They
should.
big
Real
trash
talk,
for that.
real talk. If we're gonna go with the Mount Rushmore, I feel like we should have a family tree of Atlanta and how it breaks down. Cause I'm talking about, brother, it gets deep with these gentlemen that we speak of that exceed all expectations in life. You feel me? To be
I'll
amongst,
put Ludacris against all four.
my
Yeah,
dogs.
watch them all.
You know, Luda, you know that Fast 9 coming out. Y'all heard about that Fast 9?
I must have that.
What? It's like that.
I checked out Fast and Furious at 2. Being 100% with you.
What?
2 is the best one in my opinion. Ain't seen 3 through 9, but 2 is better than 1,
I got
and
up
it is
to
the
5.
best one.
I got up to 5.
You got up to 5?
After 5, I was
Out of
done.
5 years old?
Wait, wasn't the last one with Paul Walker was like 5? That's the one he died in.
No, baby, they're doing
They
9.
finna come out with 9.
So
I know,
they did
but
a
was
6,
that
7,
5?
8.
You asking the
Okay,
wrong
that's
one.
what I'm trying to say.
I
Is
didn't know he
that's
died.
when that was the last one. I couldn't take no more. I was done.
Yeah, that was.
It's only so many times they can keep developing storylines around cars going fast.
No, but listen
Okay,
here.
but it's
you
the
gonna run
same
into
listen
thing
here,
it.
with what's the Final Destination.
Nation, yeah.
They
Get
had
what?
several of
They
them.
did their thing.
Saw.
And get who the first?
Which was
Saul
a book.
did their
But
thing.
no, that's a book. So
Exactly.
that makes sense.
But with Final Destination, there's 1,000 ways to die. They can keep coming up with creative ways for you to die.
Don't want to see them.
So many ways you can do racing and
Exactly.
develop storylines around street racing.
Okay, I got one for you though. You right. There's 1,000 ways to die, but everybody, if you did a poll right now on Facebook or whatever, I bet you everybody remembers one scene that was the most scary. Is that we
The
took-
truck scene where
Yes.
the log came through the window. Yes.
Everybody can relate to that because every time now when I see a doggone truck on the highway with some logs on
you
it,
automatically tense
I
up.
tense up.
Yeah.
It can, So everybody can relate to
With
that
2
one.
on for me. That one and the fairgrounds.
The roller coaster.
What?
Yeah, I remember the
wait,
roller coaster
I don't
too.
remember that one.
I remember the roller coaster. Then they get like decapitated. Then
Yup.
they get like beheaded.
Yeah.
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 I ain't gonna lie. I like the Final Destinations. I thought they were really cool. Do y'all remember that show used to come on like was it MTV? Wait, MTV. It was like 1,000 Ways to Die. Y'all
Yeah,
know
I
what
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, that was
But
pretty
that was
cool.
like weird ways or something.
Yeah, it was
heavy
stories
on
of the way people had actually died. And it was like just the different way. It was like crazy stuff, like stuff you never even would have thought about.
Like getting smothered in a room with some air balloon.
What is going
Something
on?
like that,
Yeah,
or
I've seen that.
they work at a helium factory and something happens and they ingest too much helium and blow up or something. It would be like crazy stuff.
Do they, let me ask
But
you,
it's people that actually died that way.
do they float before they blow?
I have
away?
no idea, bro. See, you've already my mind thinking too
Think
quick.
about that as helium. And listen here, before it go up and stuck, you gotta go up and stuck.
Y'all ever like sucked on a balloon and
Yeah, that's fine.
What the cartoon name was?
Avon and
Avon
Chipmunks.
yeah, Chipmunk one.
But not
yeah.
everybody voice go up. Interesting enough, like some people get really
What was the
deep
reaction
voices from it.
for
really?
real?
I've heard that before.
So they don't go up, they go down.
Some people go down.
What they sound like?
I remember I remember the first time my older brother came to me. He was like, "Hey man, do this." I felt like I was doing drugs. I was like, then I started worrying about overdosing. I was like, nah, I ain't no better.
You gonna overdose off the
the
air?
helium.
Off the
Yeah.
helium.
Because truthfully, if you do it enough, you start getting a little lightheaded. I thought I was
You
high.
do, yeah. For
I
real.
thought I was high until I actually got high, and then I realized, nah, you
Oh.
weren't high.
Helium was good.
That was great.
Right.
That's great, bro. I like that. I feel like there's that, and think about the Sopranos in their life.
Talking about the mob.
No, I'm talking about the Cry.
Oh, singing high. I got you.
You feel me?
I got you. But yeah, that's trash.
No, it's not.
Big trash.
No, it's not.
Hot trash.
Not.
Hot garbage. That is my
Bro,
friend.
you been doing this
called
since try like one
hot
slime, bro. Listen, I'm not finna let you do
garbage.
this right here on my boy Jeezy. You did on
Oh,
my
no,
boy
G-
Few
hold
Dog.
on.
You
Time
did
out,
on my
time
boy
out.
He didn't
Queen
mention
None. You
Jeezy.
did on
Time
my boy
out.
baby. You.
Time out. I never mentioned Jeezy. Jeezy, look, I don't care what nobody says.
You come from a different era.
Standing ovation. It's in like my top 10 of songs of all time.
That 101 ain't it?
Oh,
One that ovation.
yeah.
Or was it? Well, let me tell you.
Nope. 101.
101, and you did.
That's in my top 10 albums of all time. Like, real talk. That whole album, you can put that album on from track 1 and run it all the way through and never skip. That whole album's fire. The Recession.
Ooh.
I feel the same way about it. I ain't gonna say it's in my top 10, but it's a quality album.
I'm talking about
you
Big
can
Bill
put it
Rock.
on. You can put it on at number 1.
Big Bill Rock.
You may skip twice through the Recession. I love the original Recession. And now the latest one he did, I don't even know what it's talking about. I ain't listened to it.
Yeah, he
But the
did
original
that.
Recession, phenomenal, superb. Future.
Hey, let go. A few dog. Boy,
What
you
was
can't tell me.
the
He got- my boy got
mixtape
them
Future
baby.
did?
What one?
What,
It's so many.
What
What
was
one?
the one where he had
Put you down now, though.
like he was talking to the Indian dude in the gas station.
Oh, that Dirty Sprite.
No, that wasn't Dirty
That
Sprite.
was Dirty
No, it
Sprite.
wasn't. It was like Pluto or
Oh, it might have been Pluto.
something about the moon. That's all I remember.
Might have been Pluto. Dirt Sprite 2.
He had that song with Ludacris on it. Blow that money like a cannon.
Damn, yeah, blow it like counter. Yo.
Good.
Yeah, that was 2020.
Honestly, best thing
12,
I've ever heard from Future.
2013. Might have been 14. That might have been 2014.
Rich Homie Quan.
Oh yeah, my boy Quinnon.
The one and only song he ever gave us in his life. It was a good song, but
my boy
it was the only song he's ever recorded.
Man, please.
And then Lil Baby is good. Lil Baby is really good, and I'm not finna take that from
This
him.
man is high.
But Lil Baby has not done enough to be on Mount Rushmore. He just hasn't done enough. So
He has done a whole lot, and more others have
by
ever done.
my standings, there's only one person up there that deserves to be up there.
Why? Because of the time in the game.
They call him Young.
Why? Because of the time of the game. Time in the game.
I mean, just because of what he's done.
Exactly.
Future's trash.
Nigga, you crazy.
Rich Homie Quan's
My
only
bad.
produced one song, and Lil Baby ain't did
Bro,
enough.
You crazy. You ain't tuning into that side. It's
just
like
saying,
it's cool
bro.
slime, bro.
I'm just saying, dog.
Bolo.
Go argue with your mama. Don't argue with me.
No, I'm arguing with you.
Don't argue with me, cuz.
Cause mama ain't finna be in here for me to argue with.
I don't think his mama gonna take him arguing.
I mean what I said. Future's trash.
Man, you
Rich Homie Quan
treated.
ain't, and Rich Homie Quan only gave us one song, and Lil Baby ain't
Now I
did
notice
enough.
y'all every time he say some crazy stuff like that, he grab that cup. See what I'm saying? Every time he throw it back. Every time.
That's because my throat's a little dry.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm a little parched.
But no, this man is tripping. Bring me in on the next slide, baby. What we got?
I don't know. You tell me. You
I
ain't got
want
nothing?
to. Yeah, I got a lot.
You ain't got nothing.
I got a lot. Quiz. What you? Cause I'll pop it now.
I got it. Let's talk about this.
What we got?
Won $30,000 on the Michigan lottery. Bought himself a $20,000 necklace. You see, he's there. He's heard of people getting robbed for their jewelry.
Yeah, it's a thing. So I was just looking around, making sure to get my chain, but
Chain. The suspects were waiting.
so I ran back and tried to get back into the gas station. They had grabbed me, took me down.
A particularly vicious punching him to the ground, ripping off gold.
They took off running, jumped in their car and took off down Warren.
The gas station owner says, that tall guy in that black top, a few months back, he was in the store. There he is in the white hoodie this time, and his MO was exactly the same. Scoop out somebody with some jewels. Here, this walked to a store, grabbed his and
So he bought the jewelry from the gas station?
No, so okay, I think that's enough. I don't know why I was skipping so bad, but so basically, my man hit the lottery. They said the lottery for $30,000, right? He in turn buys a $20,000 gold chain. Walking in the gas station, that gold chain gets snatched. So you won $30,000. You weren't expecting. Spent 2/3 of your winning on one item, and that item gets stolen, and I'm sure it's not insured,
Man, please.
and they will never find it.
Man.
File a police report for what? That gold chain is out of there. It's
Gone.
gone.
I don't know.
So, what are y'all thoughts? I have some particular thoughts. I ain't gonna call the man stupid because you know what I'm saying. He grown up in the he probably grew up in the hood because clearly he went on the good side of town. So clearly, you know, that's his environment. And a lot of times we jump on people for blowing money on what we deem as unnecessary. But when you grow up without money, the minute you get it, you want what you've never been able to afford. And for that man, it was probably that chain. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to fault him for that.
Now you talking.
I do find it very ironic
Now
that
you talking.
he spent $20,000 on a chain that got stolen from him. And it kind of sucks, but I ain't going to fault the man for it.
Yeah, I have to go with you. For I guess I'm agreeing with you, but I feel the same way. I mean, when you look at the situation, I mean, listen to how he's speaking. There got to be some type of delay, there. So he might possibly, grew up in the hood, and like you said, when you want what you don't have, but.
Right.
That's when we gotta get smarter with how we're spending our money.
That's
because
right.
we're never gonna have any if we're constantly spending it on things that, like that, where okay, you want some jewelry, buy some jewelry, but does it? That, and who's to say that now he could have a nice job? We don't know, but just going off what we're assuming. I mean, you don't have $30,000 just lying around, $20,000 just lying around. That's when you buy $20,000 jewelry. If you can replace $20,000, but you can't replace that. So what I need to be spending it on is something that I can invest, or if I'm gonna buy jewelry, do $5,000. Don't spend, like you said, 2/3 of it. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. But also,
that's a lot of money.
He could have been thinking of it like, well, I can always take it back. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it. Let me flash in the hood for a couple of days. Yeah, it's gonna end up knocking maybe $2 or $3 off the value of it. I'll spend $2 or $3. It's like I'm renting a chain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would have thought about it.
Another way to look at it is he probably was thinking about it like how you had mentioned about buying guns before. Like you buy guns. You always got money.
Always.
I buy this chain.
I always got $20,000.
I'm aware. I always got $20,000. So then, when times start getting hard, I can go. I know I can cash this in.
Yeah.
And give it. So he could have been thinking like that.
He could have.
But
let me
when
tell
it
you
comes to you, I'm sure he knew his environment,
right.
and what
you know
that was gonna get snatched.
One thing,
if you grew up in or you from that environment.
But what they don't tell you is, we talk about the 2/3. When they got snatched, Cub felt like that was the 3/3.
That was everything. It was everything.
I was gonna say one thing about a gun. That gun's gonna be on your hip, in your pocket, in your vehicle, in your house.
But it don't mean it can't get stolen.
It can get stolen, but they're gonna have to work for that gun. Most people,
what we doing?
That gun gonna stay on you, right?
Exactly.
In order for you to take this gun from me, you're gonna literally have to interact with me. Even if they're beating you, it's gonna be a fight for the gun. Cause
it was a fight for that chain.
but
a
chain.
Dude got up, his whole butt was out.
20 bands.
He was fighting hard.
A chain,
but it felt like he was fighting for what?
A chain,
the house, the what, the everything.
A chain is a lot easier to snatch than my gun.
You're right.
You better disable me before you get my gun off my hip.
You right, but what I'm saying is, if we look at the video, he was fighting hard
because
for that chain.
If you let me get to my gun first, I'm disabling everybody.
And get what we doing? Popping it.
I'm gonna disable
I'm talking about
everybody.
We popping it. Chitty chitty bang bang. What you saying, Queez man?
Popping it.
I just feel like something like a gun is a better investment than jewelry. Because jewelry can easily be stolen. They can break in your house. You can buy a gun safe. Even if they break in your house, they still can't get to your gun.
No. For real though, jewelry is a great investment. Jewelry really is a great investment.
Well, I was thinking because you can pawn it or you can sell it.
Also with pawning it, selling it, flipping it, it comes with the same claims that a car comes with, which is called insurance. So for all the times that you speak of that we don't wish on none of our big dogs, she did even us. What you got on? I see you got. What you got on? Yeah, I see you got a little.
I
see you, boy. You know,
I ain't gonna
one day we will. You did, but when we got ours on, it comes with insurance, big dog. So when that insurance claim comes, it's just like the car that comes with the insurance claim.
You mean to tell me that this man had his thing insured? I doubt it.
Who?
I have. I mean, we don't know, but I would bet that.
Oh, you talking about Cub?
He didn't.
If I had to put money on, I would say he didn't, because you excited. You got $30,000. Like, who I'm finna go with. You know, females. What we would have bought some clothes, shoes. Would have got our hair did, new weave. All like we would have flaunted it in our way.
20 grand. He could have went and bought a. What kind of car was he? I gotta go back to the video. What kind of car was he driving?
Oh
Let's
man,
see.
please
Let's
say
see.
that he was in a decent car.
Let's see.
20 man on
Jamal
chain.
won $30,000 on the Michigan lottery, bought himself a $20,000 necklace. You see,
Hold on. Pause.
these are people
Pause it.
Do my man got a dreaded mullet?
Yeah, he doing his thing.
He's bald.
Get off that man.
My man is bald at the top, and he got dreads in the back. Okay, I just wanted to acknowledge that. That's why he got a hat on.
Well, look, we're going to count it up now.
It's a thing. So I was just looking around, sure.
I don't think I would even got
They
him.
did get
Hold
a
up, Slime.
chain.
Pause it, B. Hold up.
Okay, right there. He got like a little 5-seater, little small SUV.
Hold up. Know me. I can make it make sense. Cub got robbed for a $20,000 necklace after he hit for 30 bands.
Right.
And it just went down. Chain took 3-4 out there, out of there, gone. Just y'all help me, cause I'm lost. Cuz stuck around for a full interview with the news people.
Bruh, everything. They would have had to kill me, cause I would have trailed them all around town.
And, okay, now my next question is: how did as many people go in and out of that gas station? How do you know that the chain is real? So my question is:
I think it's oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My question goes to:
Man, please.
I wonder if he was flaunting or if they were known. Because think about how much flashy jewelry we got out here that looks real.
It's not real.
And not real. But theirs don't get snatched. So how they knew that this was real?
Well, at the end of the news story, they said that the owner said that he's been in that the guy who snatched had been in the store before on the same mission. So I think at that point it's like I see it. It looks real from afar.
I'm gonna give it a try.
What harm does it matter to just snatch it and then we'll just sort it out later? You know what I'm saying?
Now these folks snatching.
If you a jack boy,
They snatching now.
you a
Let's not
jack
get
boy.
it. They snatching now.
It's a risk every time. I'm gonna snatch it and then we're gonna see if it's real. I may strike gold. I may strike out. You know what I'm saying? But
Straight up, but I'm gonna
just
snatch it and see what it is.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't gonna fight me.
At all.
You know.
I'm gonna see if I hit it.
I would have fought him
Poor fella.
for 20 grand.
But
Boy,
get
I
what-
feel like my life on the line.
But
I'm
get what-
fighting.
but get
But
what-
dude
get-
was fighting. Like I said, he got up, butt out.
but yes.
he just watching them drive away with the chain.
Oh, I would have hopped on the hood. Man.
But instead, guys, guess what he do? He'll play.
Look at that run, y'all.
They got grab
He
you,
trying to
shut
get
you
in
down.
there.
Let's pause. Why ain't nobody help the man?
Look who's there to
He
help him.
fighting
though.
for his life.
Lamar said,
But look who's there to help him.
baby,
That's
y'all
an older
just
woman.
get off
Throw a
him,
pack
baby.
of donuts or something.
Baby, get off him. What
Let him go.
Y'all see no
Baby,
videos that be
get
like,
off.
y'all stop that. Stop
Baby,
that.
Hey, do something.
She's saying, baby,
Listen
get
up,
off
what?
him. Y'all don't do
Throw
him
some
like.
water.
Mama saying, baby, don't get off him.
You don't know what they got.
Mama, hey, look, grandma said,
If
baby,
it was females, it'd probably be a little bit different for me as a female.
I'm
If hold on, Q. You're her.
I'm just trying to get back to the car, baby. Y'all.
I want to be honest. If you was that lady, you would not have jumped in that fight.
Hey, baby,
Be honest,
baby.
Brandon.
Y'all. Stop.
Be honest.
Now that you say that, I probably wouldn't have. I would have just let it go.
You would look like.
But y'all
Ain't
listen,
my business.
Y'all gotta think.
I'm sorry, bro.
Y'all gotta think. Mom been looking at stuff like this go down for I don't know how long. You did. So all she want to say is, baby, stop. Yeah, that's all she want. Stop, baby, stop.
And look, let me tell you what I would have did. I would have been like, man, that's messed up. And then after they gone, let me help them. Baby, here go your keys.
Hey,
Man, be looking at them.
And get what? Y'all finna both walk to the car together.
then you turn around
okay?
first. You got to turn around
sorry
first.
that happened.
Let me get 10 on 2.
They be like, man, they be looking like, that's so messed up. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, baby.
Y'all, come on.
Now, baby, get on up. Get on up.
You can't stay down there,
Nah,
baby.
go ahead, get on up.
Come on, get
on up.
Go on home. You got to take your losses like a man,
Baby,
okay?
now go on up. Now,
Little do she know, they just snatched your whole life savings off your
20.
neck.
Oh, 20. Suppose, allegedly.
He spent 20 grand on that chain, right?
And why you wearing 20 grand to the gas station? Where you going?
Ripping off his board.
Look at this part. This is the part that got me.
Out of there. Go.
Look at him.
Stop. It's on.
He just looking at him.
Before here. And we out of there. Put him in dry now.
Brandon, that's gonna be you right
Put it
there.
in dry now.
You go.
Put it in dry now.
You gonna just sit down and look at him like, man.
With them 20.
Okay, I did all that so I can go back and look at his car. His car looks nice.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
It looks decent. So, because my first thing was gonna be, well, why you didn't spend it on a car? But he looks, it has a decent car.
What car?
That was he put the 10,000 down on the car. He needed the 20,000 to pay it off.
What slime will pull up in? What did he pull up in?
It was like a little sedan that looked like.
Listen,
Jules, yeah, this man came towards the store, grabbed his necklace, and
I hit the lottery.
So the hell?
That one, yeah, that one that was behind.
The hell.
Yeah. So, looked like he pulled up in something decent. So never mind. That's gonna take
Let
my
me
whole
ask y'all a
argument out.
question. Looking at that, it was obvious that, or it looks like the people were young, right?
Right.
Do y'all think that more and more our youth today have a lack of respect for people than back in the day?
Nope. I feel like the only ones that we see are the ones that's on TV, and they're on TV. Why?
Because
They're going
That's it.
stupid.
I think that the respect level is there. You know something I've noticed. Something I actually like is the phrase OG and Unc. You find a lot of young guys really using that a lot. I had a guy at the gas station the other day.
And what do you call you?
Hey, Unc.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I should be calling somebody Unc.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But that's their way of saying, hey, my elder.
Respectfully.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not gonna call you elder,
Respectfully.
but I'm gonna say Unc. You know what I'm saying?
Respectfully.
And that's nothing but respect. And you see that a
Respectfully.
lot. Or hey OG.
Hey, OG.
You know what I'm saying? So like I guess we can take respect in however they're
So
giving
guess
it,
what? It's
as long as they're giving it.
it's honor and respect and embracement off the greeting. They drop it right there. And what they say? What's up?
What up, OG?
What's
you know, I don't know. Well, I don't think I have. I think disrespect is that can be done by any generation. But I was just curious because I'm watching it and you always hear people talk about young folks of today's time. They don't know, how to treat people. They don't know how to do A, B, C, and D. So I was just curious after looking at that. Do y'all think that young people today don't have respect for people? In my experience in working with kids, though, I think you're right. I think the reasons we respect people are different. First, when we were young and like our parents were young, you respect an adult just because they're an adult.
right?
But today's society, young folks, they respect you because you respect them.
Right. I mean,
It's a difference.
That's
It's like
big.
we're all entitled to the respect versus we can get treated any kind of way when we were younger by adults.
That's big.
And we had to respect them. But with these, younger kids
times are
today,
different.
times are different. You're right.
But it's a principle that dates back to the Bible. I mean, do unto others.
Pop it, B.
You know what I'm saying? And so maybe the way we grew up wasn't the right way, because I know I've heard a lot. Do as I say and not as I do.
You did.
But you're supposed to lead by example.
Huh?
So you're telling me
Not to do
what
this.
you said, and not to act the way that you act.
However,
but yet you're my elder. You're supposed to be
3,
teaching
2,
me.
1, action, and you popping it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So maybe the way that we grew up wasn't the best method, and I'm not blaming our parents
At all.
because they only did the best that they could. By the way, they
They
grew
know
up.
which is off
You
their
know what I'm
knowledge
saying?
that they gained.
So
at the-
maybe this whole notion of showing them respect, regardless of age,
straight up.
is the best way to go. Because if we start showing them respect and you know and we start really acknowledging them as youth growing up, they're gonna command that respect.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe, just maybe,
just maybe.
just a theory.
I say just maybe.
If they're commanding that respect, then maybe they're gonna conduct themselves in a way that deserves that respect. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. We'll find out in about 40 years.
Yeah.
Don't say the whole 40 P.
And, you know, I just think like, you know, our parents made a lot of mistakes,
Less than that.
and we will too.
yeah.
We're gonna make a ton of
It's
mistakes.
generational,
and
man.
In 40 years, they'll be talking about, man, our parents really messed us up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's gonna happen. There's a lot of people out there who chooses not to discipline their kids.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. Hold on. Let me pause there. Because somebody be in chop that I'm not gonna beat my kids. No, but I'm not opposed to whippings.
You saying
At all.
spare the rod, spoil
Spare the rod, spoil the child. Spankings. I got spanked coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody around me did.
Yeah.
I think we all turned out pretty good.
We
You know
did,
what I'm
we
saying?
did.
So I'm not gonna be opposed to that.
So guess what though? Spankings ain't spankings. You know why?
Why?
Because these folks got TikTok. The kids is going. They'll get a first spanking, but turn up on. But it's up.
Yeah, I see a lot of that on TikTok.
It's up.
Really?
Boy, it's
a
up.
child get whooped and they run to TikTok and then TikTok be like, that's abuse. You ought to call so and
it's
so,
that
so and so.
technology.
And it's just like, bro, that's not. You want to know what abuse is? I can give you stories.
Man, pull it out.
Well, but you know what? You said something when you address that whole thing of do as I say, not as I do. Because you're right. A lot of people say that. Even people are, do what I say. Because we're not good examples. And so we want to say, well, this is what you should be doing. Even though we're not doing it ourselves. No, it don't work like that.
It don't.
You got to be
Preach
the
what
example.
you teach. Preach what you...
For example, we in the South. So
Right.
we know yes, ma'am, and no, yes,
sir.
ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. All that's a thing. And it's done as respect. But if I want to teach my younger kids or my nieces and my nephews, to use this, I need them to hear it. I can't just expect for them to say it automatically. I need them to hear it. So you may hear me saying it, yes, ma'am. That doesn't mean that I'm like bowing down to my kids or bowing down to my niece and nephew. It's just me teaching them that this is what you say when you're answering someone with
Not
respect.
only that, I need them to hear it, I need them to see it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's something
I agree.
in the South that I love. I've always wanted to move either out west or up north.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of wanted to get out of the South. But there's something, as I get older, I realize there's something about growing up in the South. Because even now, at my age, I still address people, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. If I go to a restaurant, the waitress can be younger than me. You know, she can look like she's in high school. I'm still, would you like some more water? Yes, ma'am. Because this is how I was brought up. You know what I'm saying? She's delivering a service to me. I can be respectful to her. Exactly. I don't care what her age is.
Exactly.
And so that's one of them things growing up in the South that I want my children to get.
Exactly.
Now, I will say this. From my understanding, I just had a conference training seminar. It wasn't a conference with some other people who are, like one lady, she's from St. Louis, and she said that's absolutely something you do not do outside of the South. Like,
which is
they look at you like you crazy almost if you tell them some yes sir, yes ma'am.
No.
It doesn't hold the same weight as what I'm saying.
Quiz. Let's piggyback on what she's saying, because what she's saying is big on the global tip. When we touch down to these markets, the yes sirs and the yes ma'ams don't hit the same down south. B. The yes sirs and the yes ma'ams don't hit the same. So, is piggyback on. This is the first time I figured out quiz. And I was blown. I'm thinking, us Southern Southern hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what I got, Queez?
What?
I got my homeboy, right?
Mm-hmm.
My boy with me, right? Popping it, kicking it. Mama comes in. Because, Queez, Mama comes in. Now, let me paint the picture for you. We in the South. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they from New York. We're in the South. We here, right? Mm-hmm. And so she kicking it. I walk in the kitchen, and she gave me something. It's like, oh, baby, here goes some. Oh, yes, sir. I say, do you want? I say, yes, ma'am. I say, thank you. And I said, thank you, miss. And I said the last name, her last name. Bruh.
What you do that for?
Disrespectful. These folk up north, disrespectful. So when you come with Southern hospitality vibes and language, and bro, when they hit in New York or East up top, when you come with hit, them folk look at that different.
Yeah.
They don't look at it as respectful. Guess what these folk hit it for with Queez?
Disrespect.
Man, what? So I feel you, Queez. Like, man, I'm like, dang, I'm thinking I'm paying the most respect, like how mama and grandma raised. You feel me? But you put me folk, boy, it's the opposite. Like,
and it's so crazy because that's such a part of my everyday life. I can't tell you how many times I say ma'am and sir throughout a day. You know what I'm saying? It's all day. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir.
It feels weird to say yeah or
and
yes.
yeah, it feels
it's
very
dumb,
weird.
it
Feels very
It
weird.
feels
I remember when my mother demanded that of us when she stopped when we were children. It was yeah, no, yeah. And then I remember one day she was putting us to bed, and she said, "Hey, it'll no longer be yeah. It'll no longer be no. It's gonna be yes, ma'am. No, ma'am." I didn't even know what ma'am was. I was like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
She was like, "It's ma'am, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir." And you address that to everybody older than you. You know what I'm saying? And it stuck with me from that day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And from then, that's all I know.
Okay, so we was talking about respect. What is something that you feel this leading into? What is something that you feel like you would want to teach you already have a baby girl, but what's something you want to pass down? If you could only pass down one thing, what's one thing you want to pass down to your offspring, your children?
From me, something from me.
From you, what would you want to pass down?
Like as far as like, what do you mean? Like a talent?
So we were talking about young folks and respect, right? And like how you teach and you know and being an example. But what is one thing like you just? I know it's kind of random, but what's one thing that you would pass down to your daughter?
I know mine. Go ahead.
You can only give right now in this box. You can only give her
one word. I'm with it, cause I know what time it is.
Hey, I got it.
I know what time.
Y'all gonna say it at the same time?
No, go ahead, cuz.
Christ.
What's yours?
Game.
we was on two different pages. I thought for sure he was gonna say Jesus.
I thought he was a big guy. You said, okay, go ahead and explain what you mean by game.
Because game is abundance, a bundle.
You said gain or game? GAME?
GAME.
Game. I understand what he's
saying. GAME
like
in all
teach her how
caps.
to be a little player.
No, ma'am. Big God, you did game from how everything goes. Find yourself. Game.
Oh, put her up. Okay.
Game. Big God.
I'm finna rebut off what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
See, but mine was Christ. Because I feel like as long as you're walking with Christ.
No.
Keep you up in
Keep me up in seat.
Listen here. Listen here.
Watch cook.
Listen here. Game. So, big God. Listen here.
That's too broad, though.
It ain't broad.
It's too broad. You got to bring it down. You only got in this small box.
Okay.
You can only give her one gift. You can't give her a game because if you put her on game, you're going to teach her how to run her business. You're going to teach her how to handle her money. You're going to teach her about
That's a lot.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's too broad. So bring it down. Put it one thing. So B said Christ. That's the one gift he put in his box. So it's one thing you got to give your daughter.
The one thing I will.
that you can teach her, that you can give her? Get your nose off. I wish you could have seen it from this angle.
I saw it from this angle. Yeah.
Booger all over.
One thing.
Yeah, one thing.
I'm saying, big direction. You did.
Direction.
Yeah, they come with God. They come with everything. Y'all
You
talking
still
about.
trying to be
trying to
broad
get
though.
broad.
You gotta narrow it
You
down.
gotta narrow it down.
Also, I got a pick.
Right.
My bad. I'm chewing off my finger. I'm chewing on my skin. Well, one thing.
You can only give her. That's why.
So okay. So help me.
Okay.
Me to help y'all. To y'all help me. So give me an example. You go.
Okay. So he said he gonna give Christ. That's one thing he's gonna get.
Okay.
Which is a lot. It's everything, but it's one thing. For you said you want to give her game.
No, it's not.
Okay, so be more specific. Then you can only give her game on one subject.
So let me
Put
figure
her
it out.
on.
Let me say my folk here. I gotta say my folk here. What you got?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I say Christ.
Christ. Okay.
I would give her spirituality. Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
I got grace. I'm sorry, I said it out of the mic.
Guys, if I can pan in the studio, what I got is Big God, and y'all can see it on my vision board. Not on my vision board, but into reality, to why I'm still here and why I feel like my dreams, our dreams, everything that we ever speak and spoke and will speak into existence amongst us and where we come from. Big God. So when you ask me of that, that's already accounted for.
But you said game at first.
I said game.
You didn't say
But you know
Christ.
what?
No. Go ahead, Quiz.
I switched that because it's when we can give somebody our viewpoints in our religion all day. Like when we were younger, we grew up in the church, so we instantly got it. But I didn't have it. I didn't know who he was for me until I was an adult and on my own, and I got to
That's
experience.
everybody.
I'll change my gift.
So when y'all say
I'll
big
give,
man,
I'll give
cool.
mine self-love.
So
I
that's
give my child
why
no.
I say
Hold on. Wait a
game,
minute.
Quiz.
Wait a
That's
minute.
why I say game, Quiz. Big God, what you
Wait a
mean?
minute.
I'm finna
Wait a
put you
minute.
down,
Wait a
to put
minute.
you up, to put you
Hold
stuck
on.
on Big
Hear me.
God.
Hear me.
Go ahead, Bobo.
Hear me.
Go ahead, slide, Bobo.
Hear me.
Bolo.
I'ma still say Christ. Because though it took me until I was an adult to finally learn and understand for myself, right? But the Bible does not lie. Train up a child. And so I believe because I was trained in that manner, that's the only reason I got saved when I was older. If I didn't know Christ as a child, then when I fell on hard times, my first resort wouldn't have been to fall to my knees. It would have been to try to figure it out. You see what I'm saying? But because when I fell on hard times, the first thing that fell to my mind was, I need to talk to God. That's how I learned Christ for myself.
This is why I'm telling you game. Because when you come from that, you have to go through that to figure out that.
You still trying to make some so big small. You got to pick one. So are you going to pit her on game with Kirk?
Game,
Cause
no.
What is it?
Y'all gotta stay focused. Everything that big dog.
Now you can't say that because he got the whole world in his hands. So you can't say I'm put on game and Christ and everything that invites that. Well, that's everything in the world.
Who got the game? I'm putting y'all down. Who got the game? Who got the game? Big guy got the game. I'm putting you on game because big guy got the game.
I'm gonna
You
end
can
up
have
upset.
you can put that he big, but you can fit him in that. You get
Cause I'm putting you on game.
We'll give it
Why
to
I'm
you.
putting you on game? Cause big guy got
I ain't getting it to him. I think it sucks.
I tried.
Big guy.
I think it absolutely sucks.
Bro, big guy got them man here just.
I think it sucks, man. Q always doing this. He always sidestep the question and he make it his own. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of the flagrancy.
What is you talking? Like a frown?
I'm sick of it.
You want to get to him and then you eject it. I mean,
all right, man. Moving on. My man here.
What in the?
My man here when he got some ink done on his
I can still.
chest.
I had to turn to the side. I see a little Master P.
He got Gucci Man on the left, Master P on the right.
10-17.
Oh,
No limit.
He was curious. They asked. I ain't gonna say he. because it was Spade TV. Shout out Spade TV. I don't even know who they are, but shout them out because we're using a picture. How did the artist do? Me and Q had a conversation about this before we turned them cameras on.
What was it? I don't remember.
You don't remember? I was just about to ask you, Q, what you thought? But
I don't remember.
Q's question was, why is a grown man getting 2 living grown men on his chest? Which I thought was a great point. Neither one of those are dead. They're both still alive and kicking.
Yeah.
You're a grown man
But
with 2
Superfan-
grown men on your chest.
But that's something a super fan would do.
No.
Super fan or not.
No. Wait.
But I bet you if you right now Google tattoos of Beyonce, somebody
Wait.
got a tattoo of Beyonce on them.
That was you hit him with the A. You hit him with the A. Let's go into the B. Let's go into the B. No, you don't know. You got it. Cause it start with the A. No, listen. No, listen. Me and Q was talking earlier. Hey, why would they say da? And she say what she said. So going to the B off what we said. You remember saying?
Oh, no, remember.
You supposed to remember.
Oh, remember. Shh, don't tell
Remind them, Q. Remind them.
He don't remember either.
That's what it is.
He don't remember either. All right, hold on. I do know one of the things we said. Look, there are certain rules to getting people tattooed on you. It has to be, of course, Christ.
That's what we were saying.
B, a dead family member. C, a child. Or D, someone who has had an impact in your life. That is deceased.
No, listen.
No,
we wouldn't.
no,
we
that first- but
we
you
wouldn't
said
our
first-
civil right bad.
Like Martin Luther King,
Yeah,
Malcolm X,
yeah.
Rosa Parks. Never seen nobody with a Rosa Parks tattoo.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it exists out there.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
But who's to
Biggie.
say
Yeah.
that these people,
Tupac.
Yeah,
Left Eye.
yeah,
Jam Master Jay.
Yeah.
who's to say
Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
You know
that
what I'm saying?
Gucci Man, who's to say that Gucci Man and Master P didn't influence this man's life?
They're not dead.
It doesn't matter.
They're breathing.
Give them their flowers while they're here.
man, crazy.
Give them flowers, but don't put them on your chest.
Well, that's their flowers.
There's a difference.
I say left peak, right peak. That man going left.
That's ridiculous, man.
They go stupid.
And they look like cartoon drawings.
And get what the caption is.
Only God can judge me.
I know he only paid.
Oh, what minute?
How did?
How did the artist?
How did the artist do? I know he only paid $200 for those.
Man, I'm talking about Crayola.
I'm not
Who
talking
was
a piece. He paid $200 for the set.
Crayola prices. We going stupid.
They charged that man $100
What?
each.
Let me try it out.
But if you turn your head this way,
If you turn your head.
I can see.
No,
Master P
real
on
talk.
there.
No,
I
real
can see
talk.
Master P.
Real
Now,
talk.
Gucci Man
I
look like
met-
Post Malone
Yeah. And my boy
with
right
the
here,
Dorito.
my boy right here look like my neighbor. This
Hey,
is my neighbor.
no. Master P look like Florida Evans.
No, he don't.
No, real talk though. No, real talk, man.
Master
man.
P ain't got no neck on there though.
Listen.
Look, he don't have a neck.
Why they
Listen.
went all the way down on Gucci and they
Listen.
cut Master P right up
Listen,
under
listen, man. Shout out to my artist, man. That's inspiring, doing big things. He's trying. You gotta start somewhere. So let me tell you
hold
my
on.
most
Hold on.
beautiful piece. Of,
But whoever did that is trash.
no,
No,
listen,
don't
once
say
again,
like
my
you said,
boy,
you gotta start somewhere.
my boy,
But bro,
my boy. Get
bro.
what and get what I like about you, my boy, and what you did, my boy. It did right here, my boy. I mess with the 1017. My boy dropped.
my thing is this.
I thought it was a nipple.
My thing is this though. Okay, everybody must start somewhere. I'm not arguing that, and I support the hustle. Like,
did.
get out there and do it. If you feel like you want to do this, you want to be successful, go do it.
You gotta
But
practice.
bruh, these are permanent. Practice.
They going everywhere with him.
Draw on the wall first.
Dude.
Practice.
If I am a tattoo artist and I'm starting out and I know I need to practice and I got a willing canvas,
You gonna tattoo them up?
I charge you $60.
Who you want, Mona Lisa? We doing Mona Lisa.
Whatever you want, baby.
Practice on paper first, dog, before you put it on somebody's
Who's
body,
to
man.
say he didn't practice on paper? But
Nah, it real
when
though.
that
I
ink
like
start
that.
hitting that skin, and you
Exactly.
start like actually
You
piercing
feel
skin,
my
you
boy
start
got
tattoo,
the-
it get a little bit different.
But why not? But why not just trace out a picture?
He probably did. You don't know.
No, it
He
really
didn't
do.
trace out Master P. He drew that freelance. That was a freelance drawing of Master P.
It looked like Master P had a beard, but then the beard got shaved off.
Yeah.
What y'all don't know.
I'm
that-
just saying though, speaking from the artist perspective, if I'm working on my craft, and it's, again, drawings are different. I'm not a tattoo artist, but I have tattoos, and I can see how you draw somebody, you could do really well with it, but when that ink and that needle start going,
Ooh.
it hit a lot different. So I can see how you know it may not turn the same, turn out the same.
That's the reason I have none, because I trust nobody with this beautiful piece of art. I'm just saying. Something playing.
That can't be the real
I
Master
had
P.
some good tattoos.
That's
like
not
this.
the real
That's the
Master P.
boy that worked at Popeyes.
That
They
like-
thought it was Lucy. Ain't cool.
That's the boy that worked at Popeyes.
That's the boy that worked. That's the boy that lived in that
I
dope.
promise you, I ain't seen him a couple times on the
That
streets.
at Walmart.
I ain't never bumped into Master P.
You did.
On the-
But
on
my
the
boy
street.
did his thing. He living his vision though, my
It
man.
looked like a hard hat on his head too.
He
Don't
did.
know. It sure do. That boy working the mine
You
shop.
can't tell me if
Hey, he
you
making
live,
money.
if you in the trap right here. This ain't the band that in that though. That my boy that net though, like living it, getting it. The real master, you did. Turn out. So get what?
So I see.
Shout out to
And so I see.
I've been wanting to say it since we started this. Oh man.
what Cole did. The IDC right here, where I got 1017.
I see DC up under. Now I would have been really impressed if he'd have did the No Limit Tank
Yeah.
with the No Limit
Yeah.
records. That would have been.
That been hard. That been
Something
hard.
small like that.
Nah, that been hard.
But hey, it's his body.
That been hard.
His body, yeah, he decided
It's
what he
that,
want to
yeah.
do with it. But
Do what you
My
do.
boy went viral though.
hey, my boy stuck with that for the rest of his life.
And he got
Actually,
Tupac in the bike.
not if he maybe he make enough money about it, off it going viral, he can get a laser
Hey guys,
removal.
the more of this story, I say more. Shout out to the
Maury.
baby mamas and everybody had to take the test.
I ain't know how to take the test.
Yeah,
bro. I ain't took it.
I literally says it's your father.
You, oh yeah.
You are
99.98%.
the
Bruh, to be 100 with you though, you couldn't deny your daughter if you wanted to.
She looks just like you. Beautiful baby.
Y'all are twins.
What we doing right here? Everybody all right?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just want to
everybody
throw that out there.
Oh, you want us
Yeah.
moving on?
I just want to throw that out there. But,
Nah, for real, that's love though, man.
yeah, man, straight up.
Be just as hard. But listen, before we slide, I just want to let you
What's
know.
hard?
What's hard?
Yeah, you said.
What would you do if a girl that you was dating back in the day came up to you and you had one of them like television moments? This your kid.
I had one of them in real life.
You did.
Yeah.
What happened?
What actually happened is, Lil Wayne dropped the track. I wish I can every girl in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish I can every girl in the world.
And he was out there trying to.
And you was like that
And I
trying.
really did. And it came with that story that you asked of. So right now to this day, it's 2021. We just pushing positive vibes. Because I feel like,
Y'all notice he answer that question.
He really skipped around all of that. He just jumped.
B.
a B.
What would I do?
Talks on.
Hey, this your baby.
It's gonna be one of them things of okay, let's go get the test.
Yeah.
Let's make sure this
You
thing.
ain't gotta test him. I know he your
Yo,
he,
yeah. Look
he
at
got
your nose.
Time
Look
out,
at your
time out.
nose.
He
Look at
got
your
your
eye.
nose.
Yo.
He got your hair.
Time out.
He got your hair.
Hold on.
Look at his lip.
Yeah.
It go up just like
You mean to
Yeah.
You mean to tell
Your
me?
folk gonna hit you with that now.
You mean to tell me? Hold on. You mean to tell me
I'll put it down.
that you're showing up on my doorstep with a 12-year-old boy saying he mine, and I say, okay, well, we need to go get the DNA test done. We ain't gotta go get no DNA test. Nigga, 12. He 12. Yes, I do.
What if he 4, 5?
We
6?
still want to get this test.
What if he 3 months? What if she 3 months?
What if he 3 months?
All right. What if she 6? Sound putting
So
you down,
she just
thug.
3 months. We need to go get the test done because it's a possibility it ain't mine.
That's why I say I ain't meant to say, but I did say Amori.
But no, I mean, my it'll be real simple for me. Let's go get this test. Once it's confirmed, I will have my first child.
And we're gonna get what we're gonna do. Be take all
responsibilities. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna probably overcompensate because I'm gonna want to make up for lost time.
Exactly.
But you know what be crazy to me is when folks be like, "No, she was a hoe." Excuse my French. She was a hoe.
Go.
No.
You
No,
go.
she was
She was a hoe. Yeah.
H to the O to the E to the E to
That
the
ain't
O
my
to the
kid.
A.
We're not
they,
best
to the O
they
to the
instantly go to that ain't my kid.
E.
You was messing with so and so and so and so. That ain't my kid. When in actuality, you also were playing the game.
But
And-
nobody's not denying the fact. If you notice, he never said, "I'm not a hoe." He just said she was a hoe. He never said, "I'm not a hoe."
But why not just get a test done instead of claiming like she was?
Because
Hey, man.
if you're dealing with hood rat dudes
Say, man,
who ain't got a job,
you did.
who can't afford a test,
Going dumb.
their best bet is to just put it off.
Stupid.
It ain't mine. I ain't gotta go and get tested.
Silly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're dealing with somebody with a little change in their pocket, they're like,
Enjoy
"Hey,
it,
I
doing.
can afford a test." It
I
ain't nothing.
man, come on, man.
I don't think it has to do with the money. It has to do
I just
with
want
the
to go get this
character.
done.
That's it.
You know
Get
what I'm
over
saying?
with.
But a lot of times, brokenness breed bad character.
No, real talk.
If you don't believe me, hey, walk up and down the streets of the hood.
And get what
Brokenness breed bad character.
No,
Put that on the t-shirt.
not all the
Brokenness
time.
breeds bad character.
No,
going,
not all the
"Stupid."
time. There could be some homeless men out there that are homeless, don't have it,
But they gonna still come
are
with that.
kinder
You
than somebody
did.
with money.
Okay,
Yeah.
why is crime higher in the black community?
Why is crime higher? Because
Is
it's
it
cheap.
higher or
It's
is
cheap.
it more
I don't
reported?
know what I'm saying.
It's high. Well, no,
What
no,
I meant-
no.
is it higher or is it more reported?
Percentage wise, I'm finna sound like Fox
Show me the
News.
stat.
Go ahead.
Percentage wise,
Coming
it
at
is higher
Like-
when you take into account our percentage of the population
Right.
and our percentage of crimes reported.
Right.
It's higher.
No.
You can't deny with the FBI crime
can't.
statistics.
This is-
So, but
Therefore-
why? My question is, why is it higher, Miss Jaqui?
Why?
I said, man, who?
Brokenness breeds bad
Bad.
character.
Brokenness.
You will think about it. You have a child at home
Child.
who's hungry. You
Home.
ain't finna go rob.
Starve.
You ain't finna go steal.
You
You,
think
ain't
I-
finna kick in your neighbor's door.
So you can have the number one. He can have number one.
If-
I understand.
If
what
my
you're saying.
child is at
Fuck.
home hungry,
Lord.
I understand what you're saying, but I guess I'm stuck on the thing about the crime numbers, and it's what's reported. And crime is based on community. It's not just. How should I put this? I feel like I need to see the proof of the numbers to say that it's higher in black community. But I understand what you're saying. Yes, that does happen to feed a family, but not all men who are broke do that. Not all families who are broke.
I'm not
do
saying they
that.
do. That's not what I'm saying.
Word is saying.
Don't misunderstand what I'm saying, people. I'm not saying that all men do that, but I am saying that brokenness breeds bad character. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt.
Nah,
for real.
sure.
So
Go to livelegit.com, 1995.
I'm sorry.
cuz.
Okay,
Yeah. Brokenness breeds bad character.
No. We growing up, we had my mom. She was a single mom. Shout out to my mama,
Shout out to mama.
Jackie.
Shout out to
'cause,
Jackie.
You
Shout out
know,
to Jack.
she
Who
raised
shout
when
out
she
to
was a
who,
single
B?
mom, and she did what she had to do.
You did.
We didn't have to need for anything.
Right.
Okay.
You mean what?
No, we didn't have to need for anything. We wanted some stuff that we just couldn't have, but my mom made sure we had what we needed,
Exactly.
and then we had a lot of what we wanted.
Right.
So what I mean, so we didn't have to. So I was lucky, but there are a lot of people who come from being broke and not having money, and they have great character. Like their parents, as a matter of fact, their parents raised them to have good character because you can't provide things that they may need or want. So it doesn't always happen that way.
And guess
True,
what?
but it
Stupidity and ignorance is
it
what
hold on. It does
bad
not
character.
always happen that way. That's just like in the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
Every child who grew up in the suburbs don't always grow up to go to college and become successful.
Girl, that-
Some of them become drug dealers.
No,
Some
dope,
of
doubt. I'm
them-
talking about ice.
Some of them end up in prison. So there's both on both sides. But,
Yeah.
you know, I truly believe poverty contributes a lot to crime.
It really does, man.
And no, and please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that people who live in poverty are bad people.
At all.
No, but I'm saying that America always talks about how they want to fix crime. They want to fix crime. They want to fix crime. Well, okay, I got a great solution. Let's start with poverty.
Straight
Fix
up.
poverty, you'll
Then-
fix a lot of the crime.
Exactly.
Okay.
Simple and plain.
I can give you
But
that.
let's
I
talk
can do
about the pain and the gain, meaning that the pain that they put on us initially for us to come off the game that B is talking about. So that in itself, to overcome what was given to us, that wasn't supposed to. It's 100,000 races. Y'all done sit this here on my lap. You feel me? Y'all done did this to me and mine. Think about it. Go ahead, B. I'm sorry.
I was talking to the people because I'm sure they're at home like, what is he talking about? And I'm just letting them know I have no idea. He's just talking. Go
B,
ahead. You got that.
B.
Okay, but going back to what you were saying, okay, I can understand what you were saying about poverty can cause us to do some things that are out of character.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that just because we broke. I guess I was more so stuck on you saying as an all or nothing thing, brokenness breeds bad character. And it's not an all or nothing thing. It's more
not.
so what breeds bad character is a lack of ignorance and stupidity making bad choices.
I mean,
bad
yes.
character, you know, and then also education, being taught bad character will breed bad character.
Oh, hold
not
on.
necessarily,
Oh, you just said a gold mine.
not
You
necessarily
said
being broke.
you said education. Education. Who has the best education in America?
I'm not talking about school education. I'm
Correct.
talking about what we were talking about earlier, passing down. Education is not.
Great,
I
great,
don't mean
great.
just school.
Okay.
I'm talking about teaching good character,
Yeah,
teaching
right.
respect. Teach. That's what I'm
Okay,
talking about.
okay. You
So
have you have a mother of four, who we gonna say live in the jets. All right, dropped out of school in the 10th grade. So, in school education, she didn't finish. Right? Let's say she work at a hotel. All right, they're poor, poor people. Right? Her son gets living in the jets, out on the block, kicking it with the OGs.
You did.
know what I'm
Trying
saying?
to get it how we live.
He ended up jumping in the dope game.
You did.
One of her sons gets shot.
Bricks.
The other one go to jail.
You did.
You know what I'm
Lot.
saying?
Let's
All
see.
that good stuff.
You did.
They wouldn't be in that situation if they wasn't in poverty.
You're right,
If
but
you-
my thing is that's not every story.
It's not, but it is a lot. That's was my whole point of the suburbs. That's not everybody's
Okay,
story,
and-
but it is for a lot.
Okay, so I agree with you on that.
Go ahead,
I
please.
agree. I said I get it. You're right. Poverty can lead to that, but it doesn't lead to brokenness. Don't always lead to bad
So
character.
your
Right,
issue with
right.
what I
There's
said
some real
is
stories
the
like
statement
that.
that brokenness breeds bad character.
My
Yeah.
issue is that you said brokenness breed bad character.
Okay, so
Just because,
let me take that
one
back.
minute,
Let me
one
take that
minute.
back. Let me take
Just
that back.
because old
I ain't trying to
dude,
rebuttal. Yeah.
just because old dude decided, hey, let me steal, and the stealing went left, and so now I'm in prison. That don't mean he got bad character. He made a bad
But
choice. There's
That's
a
different. Exactly.
What's the difference?
The difference.
I'm not arguing. I'm
your
not arguing. I'm
character
just
is your
curious.
makeup is who you are.
I'm just curious.
I'm a good. Okay, I'm confident in saying I'm a good person. I'm kind-hearted. I'm loyal. I'm trustworthy.
Right.
But let's say you put me in a situation. I've lost my job. I have 2 kids at
I
home. I
am
need to eat.
up.
I've gone for interviews and I cannot get hired. I have an education, so I'm different. But let's say I didn't have an education. Let's say I didn't graduate. I lost my job at McDonald's when COVID hit, and now that everything's come back up, I'm trying to find a job where nobody wants to hire me because I need day shift so that my kids can be in school and I can be at home with them. So I can't find a job. So still not a bad person because I've told you who I am. I make for 5 minutes in my life, I make a choice to get out. 1 minute. I make a choice to sell my body.
Yeah.
And I go to the wrong person.
Yeah.
And so now I'm in jail for prostitution. Does that mean that my brokenness made me a bad person, or was it my choices?
It was a bad decision.
Exactly.
It was a bad decision.
So, okay.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
We
okay.
can teach our kids.
Let me rephrase
1 minute.
it.
Let me
Go
conclude.
ahead.
We can teach our kids to have good character, and come out of brokenness. But it's the choices that they make that gets to where they're in jail or they're acting out of poverty. We have to make better choices, and unfortunately, poverty sometimes causes us that we don't have options
to make exactly.
Okay,
So
so let me change
to
it.
say it doesn't mean
Let
you're
me
a
change
bad
it.
person.
You did.
Let me change it. Brokenness breeds bad decision making. Okay, so now
Possible bad. It's not an all or
No,
nothing
no, no.
now. Come
I
on
gotta
now.
be all inclusive. Brokenness breeds
No, you don't.
bad possibilities of decision makings. I don't even know if that made sense.
Brokenness breeds an
But I'm gonna roll with it.
of increasing possibility of making a bad choice.
Of making
Needless to
bad
say-
decisions for the
Needless
people.
to say, everybody who broke don't make bad.
My
choices.
question is this: how did we get here?
So
Because
meaning
we was talking
no,
about his bad tattoos.
Listen.
He made a bad choice.
Clearly, he made a bad choice.
Old dude made a bad choice, and now he broke.
Brokenness
But that's-
leads to bad
In
decisions.
that case, a bad decision led to a broken.
Yeah, the bad decision led to brokenness. It was backwards. Bad decision was going to the tattoo
I don't know.
artist.
I was just asking
So the
questions.
moral
like
of the
we was
story
talking.
is when you always imagine yourself going to where you always wanted to go in life. When that moment actually happened in real life, do not make the bad decisions, because all of the bad decisions that you have made, talking to myself, you would never thought this moment would happen. But guess what? One day you wake up, because every day you are actually speaking to reality and living this in some shape, form, or fashion to come into full existence.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, what I'm hearing from you is basically don't look down on the person next to you or judge them for who they are or where they are, because that could be you if you didn't have the resources you had to be successful.
I agree with that. I agree wholeheartedly with that. Yeah, I agree with
It's so easy to judge somebody and to kind of tear them to pieces, but if we take the time to really look at somebody's story and hear them out, and even just know, maybe I'll even say 25% of what made them who they are, we'll get a whole new perspective of them.
Because a lot we pass a lot of homeless people on a daily basis, and we don't. I used to think about this few years back when my financial situation was different. I was thinking about this all the time. I'm one paycheck away. I'm one thing, and it was just the thought of I'm literally, if they mess up, let's say HR mess up, right?
did.
HR mess up and we don't get paid. I'm one HR slip up away from being them.
And then a lot of things, like a lot of what we have now, or a lot of the way that we missed out on experiencing things like homelessness, going weeks without days without food, or not knowing where your next meal gonna come from. A lot of the reasons that we didn't experience that is because, again, the resource that we have. I had a mother who worked really hard, and as a result of her working hard, I had an upper hand than some of the people who just lived down the street from me didn't have.
Right.
So, I mean, you have to give credit. And like I said, you don't know that homeless man's story. You may be, they want to be homeless. There's so many resources. Not for everybody. What if he's, has psychosis and he can't deal with too many people in a room, or he can't talk well because he has social anxiety? So I'll rather sleep out here, because if I have to go and talk to you, I'm gonna be in the bigger head, like
It's gonna
turmoil.
really, yeah. I can understand all
I
of
know
that.
that's a
Sometimes
far-fetched thing, but it's true.
you avoid, you know what I'm saying, for people who don't like to interact with people, you know what I'm saying. Everybody love throwing around introvert and extrovert, right?
Inside,
you know what I'm saying.
outside.
Just
Inside,
really
outside.
just
For my folks,
loosely.
Inside,
But
outside.
for people who are truly introverts, like
Inside.
being around people hurts. It
Outside.
truly hurts. And so they would I'd rather suffer than to have to put my mind through that.
Exactly.
And so for some people,
that's
especially
a build
dealing
up
with
in-
mental illness, and I'm sure, Jaquez, you can jump on that harder than I can.
That's
but,
a build up in itself, right?
yeah, I mean,
prepare yourself for
when you're dealing with mental illness,
So this, hey guys,
it's a lot.
welcome to Lively and Legit. This is a segment to where we dive in to the most important things. Like we say, this podcast is for us to talk about what we talking about, and what we talk about don't in our community sometimes get talked about, but on Lively and Legit, get what it
You
get
get to talk
talked
about.
about. You did.
You
Go
know.
ahead, B, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm done.
No, he was swinging.
Well,
to
you know,
I
as you
know.
were talking, I thought about something how you was like, it's hard sometimes and overwhelming for people to make that step because, like, being an introvert, it does hurt. It creates a lot of anxiety for people to sometimes make
Dive in
steps.
that bag.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but one I remember it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago now. One of the best moments of my life.
Talk to him.
It was Thanksgiving, and you couldn't. I look back now and be like, Jaquez, where the heck would you go with these little muffins? But you've heard this story before. But one morning I just got up and I just felt like God was telling me to do something, and it was Thanksgiving, and I've always had a heart for the
What you did,
the
Quee.
lonely, as to say.
What you did, Quee.
So I got up that morning and I started baking muffins after muffins, like buku muffins. And so I backed them up, wrapped them up, and I went and got my sister and my little brother. And shout out to my sister and my brother.
Shout out.
Because they always got my back,
Straight
no matter
up.
what.
No. Drop sis name and bro name.
Jaleesa.
You
and,
did.
And Mike.
You
They
did.
always got my back.
You
But,
did.
and I got an older sister named Crystal. So shout out to my folks.
Shout out.
But
You did.
anyway, so going back to the story. So I went and got my little sister and my little brother. I was just like, y'all come on. And they was like, where we going? And, normally on Thanksgiving, we sit around, we prepare to cook, of course, but we watched the parade. That was something we did with our family. And so I told my mom, I was like, Mom, come on, y'all. I'm not going to tell you where we're going. Just come on. I just feel, I want to tell you, come on. It's a surprise. My family, we're servants. So we have service heart. Anyway, so moving on when I hold the story. But anyway, so my mom was like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm finna finish. She ain't go.
Yeah.
But I got my brother and then my sister, and we got out there, and we went to one of the parks where there was a lot of homeless people. And I was just like, all right, let's pass these out. They was just like, really? I was like, yeah. And they was like, shoot, let's go. So, like, my sister, she a little busy bee. Like, she's moving around. My brother, he's, like, passing waters, and we just passing muffins and talking to people and passing muffins and water. And it just so happened to work out. There was another family out there passing out plates. So, it was just, like, abundance of stuff just going on. And it was so rewarding to see. And we got to just talk. And there were so many young men out there. One man rapped for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people have personalities. My point in this is
Beautiful.
you never know what stories they have. These people have lives. They have goals. They have things just like we do. It's just they probably made one bad choice, or they weren't taught how to do,
Right.
And so they end up where they are
Where they are.
versus I was taught when you don't have a job, you get another one. And if I lost my house, guess what? I can go home. I have different resources, but they don't.
Right.
So I say all that to say, just get out, talk to people, and you'll find out about them.
Big
Don't
God.
make assumptions.
Big guy.
I agree. Once again, how did we get here?
I don't know.
I thought we was transitioning, and it was somehow we ended up here. But hey, that's real. That's big. Before we get up out of here, cause I'm pretty sure we're pressed for time. I want to hit this real quick. All right, somebody tweeted out. They said, "Let's be honest. No man wears a pair of underwear just one time before washing them. Every man wears each pair of underwear at least 3 to 10 times before washing them. Let's keep it a buck." Q Smith, what do you think?
I think that I just got.
Did you just check your drawers?
Yep. I feel like
They said Monday. Today is Friday, by the way.
That means he got 5 more days.
you did. We recycling, man. We making it roll, man.
First off, let's look at the dude in the picture.
So look, let's stay focused.
He looked like he wear his drawers about 10 times.
Hey, man. Cuz, have you ever made A pair of
I've
drawers
never. No.
made about just
No.
one pair for about.
No. I haven't.
Man, it's strong. Man.
I have not. You're not finna pull me on that side.
I just
No.
want to ask you.
No, sir.
Have you ever been somewhere where you only had about 2 or 3 in
No,
rotation?
sir. Because even
Are
when
you
I go
trying
out
to
of
tell
town,
us something?
I'm trying to figure out something. Let's stay focused. No,
even when I go out of town, if it's a 2-day trip, I take 4 pound draws. If it's a 6-day trip, I take 12 pound.
Okay.
I'm always double up.
12.
Right.
The whole 12.
Right.
But the 12 that you taking, them 12 have been washed, or them same 12 that been wove the day before you left on the trip?
No, sir. No, sir. If you go,
taking dirty draws on your trip?
I got 12. I got 12.
if you
y'all.
go, if you go open up my dresser now, I have 2 full drawers dedicated to nothing but underwear. That's just underwear. Then I have a sock drawer. Then I have like 1 or 2 t-shirt drawers. So like, yeah. Nah, I got drawers for days. I got drawers on top of drawers. I got so many drawers.
This is very interesting. This is very clean. This is very appropriate.
I think Q trying to tell us something.
Yeah, I believe it too.
Q,
What?
if you need to wash your drawers, you can bring them to the house. Bring your clothes to the house, wash.
Hey, man,
And you can have some fresh underwear, man. You ain't
You ain't got to
gotta
wear
live
them for
this
10
life.
days, bro.
You ain't gotta live this life down.
Same thing we did last night. We're doing tonight. The same thing.
Do you
Bruh.
at least wash them? Wash your balls.
Oh, no, you know what I'm saying?
So how does that work? Do you wash your balls and then put the same drawers on? Is that how
This
that
is
works?
what we do.
Do you
This is
air
what-
out first?
This is what we do.
Do you at least hang them up? Do you shake them dry? Spray
A
some
little
Febreze on
Febreze
them?
on them.
This is what we do, cuz. This is what we do, big dog. This is what we do. Look. I'm talking about fresh out the washing machine and dry, right? Boom. They on me. So now let's figure out what the night is about to hit for, right? Couple dialogues, text messages, possible pull-ups, and then we actually get that pull-up.
If you let a girl pull up on you and you got them dirty drawers on from Monday, I know some. Come on, man.
Got to have fresh drawers on
Gotta
for the
have
pull
fresh.
up. Even if you ain't got no drawers clean, at least just throw on some shorts. But like, baby, I was just ready for you.
Yes.
But them shorts he been wearing for 10 days.
Yeah, that
If
ain't
you
gonna
wearing
work
the
either.
drawers for 10 days, best believe you're wearing the shorts.
You did. Y'all must ain't heard about Big Mama. Y'all must don't know about Wash Up. Cause we got company coming on. Wash Up. Cause we do wash up and go stupid. Cause guess what? She feel like it's friendly. Friendly.
I ain't gonna lie to you. On a pull up,
Friendly.
gotta take a shower.
Gotta take a
Fresh
quick
shower
wash.
on a pull up.
No, on the pull up though, real talk. No, I'm
Pull up, gotta take a fresh shower.
talking.
Fresh drawers too.
Listen here, cuz you can be. I'm stop talking stuff, man. Listen here, man. In real life, thug. Listen here. If you banging all day, plays all day, doing your thing all day, when you just got confirmation on a pull up, you finna stop, drop what you doing,
Hit the shower.
and do a good quick. I'm talking about a good quick 5 to 7 minutes hitting all the important pieces. So when you pull up on the piece, she feeling like you are the piece. That's why she there, and that's why y'all there, and we finna go
Yes, sir. So since you finna go stupid,
bid.
why don't you tell the people where they can find us at?
Hey man, you can find us on Facebook at Live Lit and Legit. You can find us on Twitter at
I was waiting to see if you could do it. At live_legit on Twitter, man. Instagram at live_legit. Code. Be sure to hit that website, live_legit.com/shop. Get merch. Holla at your boys.
Quiz. Quiz. Let's get in our bag though. Where can I find you at? Not only
You can find me at the house in the bed because I was tired.
no
She's tired. She's tired.
quiz.
No.
Pop joke. Pop no.
You can
we're-
find me
we're
on
a-
Twitter at Queasy Speaks and on Instagram at Poetic Intense.
Exactly, and most importantly, man, on some real stuff, man. Big God, who last will come first, and who first will come last. But you are seeing the people that will come first because we was last. Queez. Pop Cho, what you got going, girl?
And that's a
Oh.
wrap.
You don't get to do that.
Oh man, I had it you saw the little wind up and it.
You don't want to mention anything you got going on in your life
feel
right now? I
go-
think something major
Yeah,
something major just
man.
happened.
We listen. We are the people that big up the people because we trying to. Yes, man. Say, man. Hey, man.
Your girl just officially opened up her private practice.
Okay. Speak to the
Flip
people.
the Script Counseling Services will be located in Homewood, Alabama, and we're now taking private pay clients.
B, do you hear this?
Congratulations.
Right here
Thank
on Live
you.
Lit and Legit.
what's
Do you
up.
hear this? Do you hear this? Do you see this?
Yes, flip
And-
the script, get your mind right.
Let me tell y'all. And when,
Hashtag.
You ought to change it up. Like, bitch, get your mind right.
hey, wait.
Too much.
Sometimes you
But
gotta be
thank you for
aggressive
the
with
energy.
bitch, get your mind right.
Hey, I say, get your mind right. Queez, wait.
Okay, I got
Get
my
your
thing,
mind. Hey, man, we popping it, man. Nothing but big love, big inspirations, big speaking into existence, big making dreams come true. I'm talking about big God, man.
I thought he was gonna stuck.
Big,
I was gonna reach over there and hit him.
Big guy.
Yeah. See, don't talk about the matrix, them C-track. What it was when they get stuck, he hit the record.
A record player.
You get, hey man, say man, hey man. Nah, real talk, man. We thankful, man. We real thankful, and
That's a wrap.
You don't get to do that.
Oh man.
they go try it twice, then. So wrap it up, then.
Try.
Hit it one more time. Go and wrap it up.
That's a
So
wrap.
That one they did.
No one is.
Take us out, cuz.
Hey man, say man. Nah, real talk, man. So
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Wrap it up, baby.
we
No,
we
None
do
of that.
listen. We do got we do got auditions at 4 every Friday, right?
Right.
Every Friday. Nah, man, real talk, man.
That's a wrap.
It's so beautiful that we're experiencing and doing the vibes that
No.
we're doing, because the next time y'all see us, it will be a wrap on this set.
First of all,
It will be a
his nose on that mic.
It will
You
be.
can see it from
Do y'all
my angle.
sanitize these things?
It
From
will
my angle, his nose on that mic is hilarious.
It will be. Get what it will be.
What will it be?
It will be.
Cup.
What will
2
it
cup B. Lively and Legit Chart Life Studio with your most importantly, Quenny East on a different set. Big God. Hey, who first will be last and who last will be first. And y'all will see us on a different church. And I say, hey, man, say, man.
be? And until then, that's
a wrap.
Man, look at man. Y'all sitting here watching these videos. So you know what? Why you just click on one of these other 2 or 3 that's sitting here waiting on y'all to click on and go and get in the next thing. Get busy. Function with your people. Lively Legit. You know what it is.